Hello, so today we are going to discuss a problem from Greeks for Geeks. It's called previous greater element. So basically what this question says is that for given an integer array, let's say this array is given. So for each element in this array, that is for 1, 2, 3 and 4, for each of this element we have to find the previous greater element. Now what is the definition of previous greater element? As per the question, it is said that it is the first element to the left of that element, and it is greater. It is strictly greater, not greater than or equal to, just strictly greater. So this is the question, and the constraint given is array sizes till 10 raised to 5. So we'll have to do it in on or on log and something like that, because anyway. So if you are able to understand this question, you'll be able to do previous smaller element, next greater element, next smaller element, all of this question, and also some hidden questions, like around 20 plus questions you will be able to do. For example, daily temperature in lead code, like that, some like that you'll be able to do. So first of all, let's do the very simple brute force approach. Okay, so what this is: 1, 2, 3 and 4. For this array we have to find an array like this with previous greater element of each. So let's just say what will be the answer. For 1 there is nothing to the left, -1. So for 2 the left is 1 but 2 is greater, so this will be again -1. For 3, 1 is there and 2 is there, but 3 is again greater, so -1. Again for 4 there is no previous greater element, -1. So this will be an answer for this. So for brute force we can say on square, we can implement a solution, right? Like 4 0 to n minus 1 I equal to 0. Let's say I is 0, then what we have to do, we have to take a pointer here. Let's say we have to take a pointer here, and then we have to go left and check. So like for j equal to I till j greater than or equal to 0, we'll check if that element, that is j is greater than array of I, then we got our answer: store and break. So this will be a brute force approach, but this, as we say, on squared, right? And our array size is 10 raised to 5, so this will be 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 5, 10 raised to 10. This will lead to TLE. So now we'll see the actual approach this question is asking us for. So previous greater element, right? We can say, like, we have to consider the most recent elements. Also we need to store other elements too, other elements. So we get a hint like this can be solved using stack. So by using stack this will be very easy. So what we can do, like, do a for loop from 0 to n minus 1, and like, let's say this is stack. Now if there is nothing in the stack, then the answer will be -1, and if the top element of the stack this is greater than the element we are comparing with, then this will be pushed to the answer. So like what we can say, while stack is empty, or like if the element is greater than or equal to top of the stack, pop the stack. And if stack not empty, the stack is not empty, then uh, push the top of the stack to our answer. So let's just do the dry run so that it will be more clear. Let's take another example. 4 3 1 2. Okay, now we are doing the dry run for optimal. Anyway, brute force I have already explained. So I'll be so like 4 0 to n minus 1, that is we are traversing the array itself, uh, and right now the stack is empty. Now it will go here while element is greater than or equal to top. Here stack empty condition is also there. So okay, for 4 it will be minus 1, and we are pushing 4 to the stack, or we push element. Okay, now we are doing it for 3 again. We will check here, is 3 greater than or equal to 4? No, so it may not pop, right? It will just go over here and it will push top. So minus 1 comma 4. Now again we are anyway storing 3 here. Nice. Now 3 is also done. Now 1, we'll again check for 1 greater than or equal to 3 is true. No, it is not true. So it will not go here into this while loop and pop the element. What it will do is we'll get the answer as 3. Now we push 1 into the stack. Now we'll do for the 2. For 2 greater than or equal to 1, this is true, so we'll pop the stack. Now again we'll check 2 greater than or equal to 3, this is not true, so while loop will be stopped there and we'll break out from the while loop. Now since stack is not empty, we'll get 2 answer for 3. See, so for this input array, this will be the previous greater element answer. So if you understand this question, you'll be able to do like all these questions, previous smaller element, next greater element, next smaller element. So you can try it. I hope you understood. Yeah, thank you. Now I'll just say the approaches for the variations to the question, that is previous smaller element, next greater element, next smaller element, and daily temperature, such application level question. So let's say here just change this sign, like whatever we did there for while popping the stack, while element greater than or equal to top, instead of greater than or equal to, just do less than or equal to. So by this what it happens is, till it finds the smallest element, it will keep on popping, and rest the same, the dry run and everything, the code, everything the same, just change the sign. Now next greater element, here what happens is, to the right of the element we need to find greater. So we'll start the looping from here, that is from n minus 1 to 0, like here we'll go like this. I'll explain it. 1 2 3 4. From here we'll start n minus 1, so there is no greater element, minus 1. Then for 3 it will be 4, then for 2 it will be 3, and for 1 it will be 2, like this. Similarly for next smaller element, whatever code we did here, just do less than or equal to. Okay, so that will be for the next smaller element. Now daily temperature, this is an interesting question. Daily temperature, so here let's say this is the temperature, 1 2 3. Just for the sake of explaining, we need to find the next warmer day, that is, this is temperature array, the next warmer day after how many days it will come. So for 1 it is 2, so after 1 day. So for 2 it is 3, 1 day. 3 it is 4. 4 there is nothing, it will be minus, I think it will be 0. uh, so similarly, let's say another example for 40. Let's make it realistic. 40, 37, 33, and 28. Again, so for 40 it will be nothing. 37 it is again nothing. 33 again nothing. That is, there is no one more day, right? Then next, according to the constraint given in the question, so this is very similar to the next greater element, except the fact that while defining stack, what you can do is we define a pair. Why pair? So that we store the value and the index. Now why is this the case like this? The value, so that we'll be able to compare the values like 40 and 37, 40 and 33, like that. And the index, because we need the number of days, we need the number